Alright, someone tell me if we're good here. Should be good. I ain't streamed in a long time though, so we're gonna find out. Last time I did the whole Bedrock final and OBS didn't record any desktop audio. So if there's no game audio, you should tell me that too. But I think we're all good. What do we have here? We have, I'm gonna butcher this name. I have no idea how to say this name. EGT is one. I like that easy. That's 3 letters. EGT and then Wauri team. Wauri. Probably Wauri. EGT is gonna be orange. Wauri is gonna be blue. I don't know anything about either of these teams because first round, right? We've had one other team, or one other game played that was Lost Royals and the Egg Breakers. Royals won that one. This is our second game then, out of round of 32 for Bedrock. Got 30 seconds till star one says. One's the king. We're going to be playing on Beach, our first map. I'll unpause everything once the game started because I don't want to leak any private game codes. Stuff like that. And then we're going to be standard EggWars rules, which is 20 minutes till deathmatch once the game starts. If the quality stays bad, it might be my fault. Someone said, why is it 480p? I don't think, it doesn't look bad to me, but if it's terrible, I'll try to figure it out. But we got game one going. Voting options are good. That's all good over here. What egg is this? This little, oh, it's the dragon one. I like the dragon one. All right, well, I'm just going to call this person Q because I'm never going to say this person's name. Holy cow. But light blue got to mid a little quicker, although we have over here, this is Envy. Envy and Q, hanging out at mid. Not really fighting so far, they're just taking their 2 chances. So you usually see on Beach. You have the two armorless people, you don't want to go punch each other, doesn't really do anything. First real fight, although Zag over here is a pickaxe. So I'd be impressed if they won, although they seem like they're winning. I don't know if Tolino Ray was actually low there, or if they were just trying to see if they could get on the bridge, get to the egg before Obsidian happens. That's what I would expect. Tolino Ray, I have seen that person's name before. Alright, there's 2v1 going on a mid now. This person's got Pikachu in their name. I like it because I'm a Pikachu skin, but they have been slain. Gonna have some mid control for orange over here. I need to see my own stream. I'm pretty sure orange is EGT, right? Yes, okay. First stream of the year. I'm gonna tab out a little bit. Nothing crazy happened though. We have obsidian on both sides. I think blue has obsidian on the way they should. Yeah. Well, this is actually orange's base. There's a bunch of blue stuff over here. Had an attempt on the egg, but they got there too late. Another little, now it's going to be 2v2 at mid. See if we get some fighting here. Tolino Ray kind of decides better. A little fight over here though. This is Liz and Q. Liz is going to drop back, but then Tolino stays here, so kind of a 2v1, kind of a 2v2. Tolino Ray is going to try to back up, going to grab that emerald though. Teammate comes along. This is someone I haven't seen before. This is PCK. Pikachu, I thought they were just going to accept it and jump in the void, but they do turn back around. Envy gets a kill somewhere else. PCK gets a kill here. Waiting to see someone with gear because Beach is a pretty quick map for gear, right? Like you don't really see people in leather for too long. At least Chain, because of all the gold. Here's some gear. A little bit Envy is on top of the base here. I don't see getting an egg unless they somehow also have a good pickaxe here, which is possible. Like I said, big gear things. That's a risky spot. You're gonna get knocked down. Kinda do, kinda get saved. That fight took away longer than it should have with the punching there. I like the little little armbands. Zag's gonna build up, but you can't look straight down. You gotta a little flicking. There's another person with gear over here. Liz actually has probably a little better gear total. Depends on sword though. Because when you're playing against leather, the armor doesn't matter nearly as much as having a diamond sword does. And you see Envy still looks like they have, looks like it's an iron sword, so it's pretty good. Liz tries to get a kill there, doesn't. Now they're gonna back up. If they just straight up fight, they can win this because its gear diff is pretty huge. The only issue is you don't want to get knocked off. The Q down there is building a little bit extra just so try to make it harder for people to block in. If you have a good pickaxe, so it really doesn't matter. There is a fourth member of blue somewhere who I really don't know where that is. Well, now they're dead, so they're going to be back. It was like a leap feather or something just happened. Selena Ray gets built in. That's going to be egg probably because no one on blue is going to have anything to break that. So that was a really good play. Little leap feather into Obsidian block off. It's pretty perfect. Lena Ray also has full iron and diamond swords. This is kind of going to be a massacre here. 1, 2, 3. There's probably one left. And they're back at the base. Okay, I think they thought they had ran, but they hadn't. Okay, that game started off pretty close. Like, that was not a bad game. They both got set up, but Talina Ray comes in with the leap feather. Everyone gets put in the the next game. Comes in with the leap feather combo. That was pretty impressive. I haven't seen that play before. I don't know if leap feathers were in the game last tournament, but I'm pretty sure they were. I'm gonna go ahead and get the second game started. Now this might be pretty quick, because that was a really fast game. This is only a best of 3. So let me go ahead. Oh, I don't have my text up here. Oh, that's sad. My little score text. I need to figure that out. Okay, I'm gonna put this on pause. You can see the score text on pause. Hello? There you go. Okay. And that was orange 1. Orange is EGT. Let me make sure I'm not being dumb about that either. Yeah, alright. So we have 1-0. Go ahead and fix this little number. And then we're going to get into our second private game. Again, it's a best of 3, so one more win and EGT takes the round here. I hope they don't, if I can be a biased host. I like to see 1-1 games, I like to see a game 3. Just gonna hang out now. We got nobody in this lobby yet, but it should go pretty quick. Now is a good time. If there's anything super obviously terribly wrong with my stream, let me know. Google tells me it's fine. I think it's fine. But we know how these things go. Next game is going to be on Royalty, which, I mean, it plays pretty similar. It's just a more complex map. That's why people love Beach so much, is because the mid is so simple. Very flat, very quick to get around. Royalty is definitely not that. But in terms of resources, it's pretty similar. So it's going to be a similar thing where you're going to want to get to mid pretty early. Most of the time when a team gets rolled like that, it's about the beginning. Like, especially last tournament, most of the time a team just got totally fried was when they just didn't get to mid and they got outgeared immediately. The initial mid rush was pretty even, but EGT over the course of the game, you saw they pretty consistently had 2 or 3 people in mid versus 1 or maybe 2. So that was really the big difference. Okay, can you imagine if my voice just hasn't been going through this whole time and I've been commentating for nothing? That would be sad. Someone say hi to me. It's the first stream, I'm nervous. Let's see what is taking so long with this game as well. If we're like joining up here. No one hasn't sent the code yet. I don't know. Hopefully we're all good. I kind of want to make this delay lower next stream too. I feel like 30 seconds is a lot. Okay, someone said hi to me. I appreciate you. Unless it was to the person who said hola above you. We'll never know. I wonder how loud my mouse gets on here. Oh, you can't hear it. I'm gonna do some mouse ASMR while I'm waiting for this game, but no dice. Alright, we got 4 people in here. We got 1 team. EGT's in here, waiting for Wauri. I feel bad having this pause graphic up for so long, but I can't really do anything about it. We do have all 8 in here. 1 team says ready, other team says ready. Should be all good. I'm gonna beg Juan to make this timeout until we start, not 30 seconds. Let's get a 10-second cooldown. Live on the edge a little bit, right? Oh, we did get a 10-second cooldown. Beautiful. Okay. I am going to switch back over to where you guys can actually see something interesting. And here, as you can see, big old map royalty, way different, way more complex mid, a lot of places to hide, a lot of stuff to do. I'd say this honestly favors a worse team a little more just because there's more variance in how mid could work. And it's also very quick to get to mid, right? We see EGT is at mid immediately. I'm sure the other side is a similar thing. And it is. It ran past me. See if we get a little fist fight here in mid. We don't. I don't know where that, are they? I can't see this person on my screen. So I hope that's not the case for everyone else in the game. I hope that's just me. We do see Envy, yeah, so they're like small. I don't know if this is a skin issue. I know in Bedrock you used to be able to wear like little baby skins. Tolino Ray actually gets over to light blue's egg immediately. There might be an issue with the with the sprites this game. Okay, now this person's back. They're not breaking the egg though, or they did break the egg. Okay. I'm sorry. That one confused me a little bit at the beginning. Obviously the invis wasn't too big of a deal because Tolino Ray goes in, breaks the egg, gets 2 kills, so no issue there. But you can see in chat the players were having a little bit of a problem with this one too, right? And then there's one member of Wauri over here is just kind of chilling. They broke the egg. They're going to be hard to push without any extra gear. Like, it's possible they get a kill or 2 with a knockback, but it seems like they're not even really... Yeah, they're just running away. A little block trap there could have been good. Yeah, I don't really know what was going on with that one either. That was a little awkward. First round, the game qualities might not be quite as high as we're used to from the end of last tournament, but we'll get there. Last member of Warriors over here. I doubt we would redo this because the team that was invis got demolished anyway. If it was the other way around, like, but then you have, this game you could say basically that EGT never could have lost because it would have been unfair if they did lose, but I don't know. Not up to me. Gets 1 kill, which is impressive, and then they go down. So that, we're going to have to talk to Juan a little bit and make sure this is game, but Juan says game, so I would agree. That was a little buggy there, but I don't think we need to replay that one. So I'll fix my thing over here. We have 2-0. 2-0 is all that it is, because it's a best of 3. So we're going to have EGT moving on to our round of 16. Only 2 teams up there so far are them and Lost Royals. They're not playing each other. They're in separate brackets. EGT will play one of either a team called LARP or The Strongest. Those will go on whenever they happen, hopefully soon. We only have about a week for each tournament window. If you are interested in tournament games and streams, what I'll tell you is, like, based on our scheduling, 95% of games for this week, like this week's games, first round on Java and Bedrock, are this weekend. Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Almost every single one. I probably won't be able to do too many of those, but they will be around during that time. Like, I don't think I've seen a single game besides this one and the one that already happened that aren't next weekend. Someone said hi. Hello, you're a little late. I'm about to leave because that was a 15-minute game. But this happens sometimes. I do think that EGT will be a little bit of a force going forward here because that was pretty dominant. And I do, I'll say the same thing, which is I don't have a lot of time for Minecraft playing. If I recognize your Minecraft username, you're probably pretty good at the game. And I recognize a couple people on EGT, so that's my professional assessment there. Don't take my words too much meaning though. Alright, let me make sure we are all good here. And it is. Juan says it was interesting. It was 2-1 eggs. So EGT did lose an egg once. That last second game was kind of the opposite of the first one, where both teams folded off rush and didn't defend at all. But Tulino Ray goes in and gets 2 kills, doesn't die in the initial rush. That's what it comes down to. So let me see if I can say what our next game is time-wise. It's kind of hard to say from this schedule right now, but I want to do that before I go. We have a calendar on Notion, which is very cool. The next game I see is another Bedrock game on, like I said, it's on Friday. No, that one's on Thursday. So we have one that's not on the weekend, and that is some names that I can't pronounce. But if you look at the schedule, there's one on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and then there's a bunch of stuff going on the weekend. So that's all I got for you guys. Hope you have a good, I always struggle with this, a good day, a good night, a good whatever it is. If you're European, I hope you go back to bed. Juan's up, it's like 3 in the morning right now. But yeah, we will see you guys